good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway as we are here for some exciting truck series racing at Thunder Valley. Tonight we're getting ready for the running of the UNOH 200. I believe that's how you pronounce it, or the UNOH. I'm not sure how you pronounce that sponsorship name, but nonetheless, we're going to have 25 laps of exciting racing here tonight at this historic short track. On the point for tonight's race is going to be rookie Rod Houston, his first career pole in an NNSCRA event. He comes at 33rd in the points, so tonight having a nice qualifying spot, that's going to maybe help him out a lot to be able to move up through the point standings. Alongside of him, another driver who's doing a little bit better in points. He's actually currently listed 22nd in the standings, but he's a rookie coming into this season as well. That's Felix Harris in the 78, so it's an all-rookie affair on the front row. In the third position tonight is a driver who actually comes in third in points, Adam Chambers, looking for tonight to possibly be his opportunity to take the points lead. And alongside of him, coming into this race, ninth in points, Matthew Rodriguez. So he's got an opportunity tonight as well to move himself up inside the top 5 in points. And rounding out the fifth position here for today's starting lineup is going to be Chris Dollerton, who has definitely not had a great start to the season, comes in mired all the way back in the 40th position in the current standings. Well, tonight's going to be certainly a night of eventful things going on, I'm sure. Bristol always seems to bring out tempers and rivalries. We'll see if that will be the case here tonight. Will any new rivalries bloom here at the high banks of Bristol? Coming into this race, Hayden Klein is the points leader by only 2 points over Danica Shirley, our winner from Phoenix. So 2 rookies up atop the point standings early on in this event. I'm trying to find those 2 drivers. Looks like 18th place is where Hayden Klein is starting this race. Danica Shirley, I believe that might be Danica Shirley starting off in the 17th spot. Don't know for certain, so they're starting close to each other. And, of course, we mentioned Adam Chambers. He's third in points, starting there in the third position. And then fourth in the points is Nick Eggleston. He's going to start 8th in today's event. Enough talk. Time to get these cars, or these trucks rather, rolling off pit road and around this racetrack for a couple pace laps. While they do that, we will step aside for a moment and show you tonight's starting lineup, the starting grid for this race. There they all are, filing past. All right, here comes your starting grid for tonight's race, the UNOH 200 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Rod Houston trying to continue on what seemed to be a good season so far for rookies. Danica Shirley's already been to victory lane in the trucks. Sean Williams has been to victory lane in mobile. And Rod Houston wants to go to victory lane here at Bristol. The green flag's out. And what a great jump Rod Houston got. Completely cleared Felix Harris going into that first corner. And he's going to easily take the lead. Harris into second. Chambers will get third. Nice battle for fourth now. Tony Blazer, Chris Dollerton, Matthew Rodriguez all in the mix of that. Jake Rogers there as well. So they are 2 by 2 by 2 here. All the way back from fourth place, all the way back to the rear of the field. Matthew Rodriguez getting awfully loose off that corner. Nearly got the wall. He did get a piece of the wall right there as Margaret Mason almost got into him. Oh, man, Mason nearly makes contact with Kyle Sosnowski. And here comes second in the points, Danica Shirley, right in that hornet's nest. Matthew Rodriguez started in the fourth position. He has steadily fallen back. And, oh, wait a minute. There was a car on the apron. Who was that? There was a car down low. Oh, it's Trent Dunham. Trent Dunham's car. Badly damaged and smoking, but there's no caution flag. Oh, now the caution comes out. Oh, my goodness gracious. Luke Walker just flipped in the air. Oh my goodness, Alex Tanker's got a piece of whatever that was. Dylan Poteet may have as well. And Rod Houston's going to lead us under our first caution of the night, which came out for an incident involving Luke Walker. He actually did a flip, a type of a flip I don't think I've seen in a long time, and now he's going to stop there before pit road. Not exactly sure what that... Oh, I think he thought he figured out that pit road was closed, but I think they make an exception for a damaged race car. Engine has blown on that car. He's done for the day. We saw Trent Dunham that his engine had exploded after he must have gotten involved in something, but they didn't bring out the caution for it. So we're going to have to look at the Dunham incident and then look at the incident that actually put us under the caution for the first time tonight here at Bristol. Now we got two good friends getting together here, coming out of, I believe this is turn number 2. And watch right here, it's Dylan Poteet who's going to hook Trent Dunham around. Poteet, who started dead last, oh my goodness, wow, just shoved Trent Dunham down the inside retaining wall. Poteet got some of that as well. And Trent Dunham, just like that, that was on lap 2 that took place, so he only completes 2 laps of this 25-lap event right there, thanks to being shoved into the inside retaining wall by Dylan Poteet. Now let's look up ahead at what happened to Luke Walker and a few others to actually bring the caution out, as this one failed to bring the yellow flag out onto the track. Well, this has all the looks of a right front tire going down on the 45 of Luke Walker. Watch him right here. He goes up, and that car just continues to drift up the racetrack there, and just going to keep rubbing the wall there. Right behind him is Eric Burton. And Burton, you see, he's actually got his car off the wall. Luke Walker not able to do so. I think he has a flat there. More than likely a right front. And then he's going to come off the wall, and he's going to get clipped by somebody. Oh, he gets clipped by Eric Burton. Down into Sean Galligan. Then Luke Walker goes into the passenger side door of the 16 of Andrew Gonzalez, who actually comes in 7th in points. So that's not going to help Andrew any. And then Andrew Gonzalez is going to spin it around. Oh, last week's winner, Jacob Cook. Oh, just missed it. What a miss by Jacob Cook. Colin Welty in the 42. He's going to get a little bit of contact there. And, oh, it's Alex Tanker who's going to hit the 45 of Luke Walker and flip him over. And Luke Walker's car actually turned front ways, landed back on all 4 wheels. And look at that. As soon as he landed on all 4 wheels, he punched the throttle and drives away. It's as if he didn't even flip. Just like, whoop, I'm back on all 4 wheels. I'm heading the right direction. Let's go. But the caution is out for the first time tonight. Looks like we could probably tally it up to about 5 cars involved there. Luke Walker, Eric Burton, Sean Galligan, Andrew Gonzalez, and I think you could possibly say Colin Welty may have gotten a little piece of that as well. As the caution flies here on lap number 4, let's go back to green. So we're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Rod Houston continuing to lead the way. The pole sitter has not given up the lead yet. Only 2 cars back behind the wall. They are Luke Walker and Trent Dunham. We'll quickly give you as good a rundown as we can here. It's a short track, so we don't have a lot of time to be able to. Rod Houston is the leader. Felix Harris second. Chambers third. Dollarton fourth. And Tony Blazer is in 5th. Nice run for the guy who comes in 41st in points. Jake Rogers dead last in points, up in 6th. Then you got Christopher Martin, Kyle Sosnowski, Danica Shirley, and Margaret Mason. That's the top 10. Jake Williams runs in 11th, 12th, Sean Henley, Johnson Didino 13th, Matthew Rodriguez 14th, and Tryfon Reed 15th. Rest of the top 20 are Rohit Vidarvu, James McLeod, Dylan Young, Ryan Acosta, and Stephen Pollard III. There's our points leader back in the 22nd position, Hayden Klein. He's trying to get by Seth Cole there for 21st. Nice to see some of these drivers having good runs today, especially these 3. Dollarton, Blazer, and Jake Rogers. They come in 40th, 41st, and 42nd in the standings. Awfully nice to see them run inside the top 10 here as they're trying to get their season turned around early on in Season 5. Rod Houston didn't exactly get as good a jump this restart as he did on the green flag coming out on lap 1 because Felix Harris has been able to hang right with him. Rod Houston has absolutely no prior history in any other season in the NNSCRA. Felix Harris, on the other hand, he has raced in the Snickers Cup Series, I believe he raced there for 2 seasons. He is all over the back bumper of Rod Houston. Now, the interesting thing here is I've seen sometimes at Bristol where the outside line is the fast way around the racetrack, but I've also seen sometimes where the inside line is the fast line around the racetrack. Today, the question is, which line is it? I think it's the inside line, because one driver who is using that inside line to move his way up to the front is the 48 of Christopher Martin. He just took away a position from Tony Blazer, and that moved him up into the 6th position. He's now looking to get a run on the 22 of Jake Rogers. There's Jake Williams. Oh, there's Kyle Sosnowski. I think that's an indication right there that the high line is not the fast way around the racetrack. He just lost a spot to Jake Williams, just lost one to Henley, and he almost lost one to John Cittadino, as Kyle Sosnowski has drifted all the way back now, currently running in the 12th position. Sosnowski comes in 10th in points. So, 12th isn't that bad, but he'd obviously like to pick up a little bit more real estate on the track. Right behind him, John Cittadino. He is now 8th in the point standings in that 20. Cittadino doing a great job right now, currently in the 13th position. And another driver right back there, we talked about him before, but there he is now. He slipped all the way back to 14th after starting 4th in this race, Matthew Rodriguez. He comes into this race 9th in points. James McLeod, who led the points last week into Las Vegas but lost it after he got involved in an incident in the closing stages of that race. He is right now 16th on the racetrack. He comes into this race 6th in points. Let's find out where Nick Eggleston's running. I don't think we've seen him yet up at the front. Oh, he slipped way back. He's back in the 23rd position, right behind the points leader, Hayden Klein. They're back in 22nd and 23rd, respectively. Eggleston has some rear-end damage on the back of his car, so he may have ended up getting involved in something that we might not have seen. As we move back up to the front, we're getting down to the end of this race already. My goodness, we've only worked one caution, and Felix Harris, he's looking like he's getting a little antsy now. He wants the lead. He just got to get the run. Oh, he almost had him there. Oh, man, he had to bail out just a little bit. If he hadn't done that, I think he could have gotten to the inside. Adam Chambers, 3rd. Chris Dollerton, 4th. They're riding around waiting for an opportunity to maybe make a move here as well. When they come around this next time by, it's 2 laps to go. Rod Houston, he's led every lap tonight. I believe this would be our 3rd event where a driver who has led every single lap in the event wins the race. Began at Phoenix in the Snickers Cup Series with Anthony McCurry, and then last week at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Mobile Cup Series with Adam Chambers. But the white flag is out. Rod Houston trying to become the 3rd driver to completely dominate a race and lead every single lap here in Season 5. Felix Harris, has he got anything for him? He's going to try and dive bomb him here into Turn 3. He tries to go into groove lower. Can he get there? No! The block is thrown. Rod Houston dominates at Bristol, and he wins the UNOH 200. In only his 4th career Truck Series start, Rod Houston wins, and there was smoke. Oh, a car is flipped upside down. That was Richard Johnson, I believe. Hayden Klein, I think the points leader, got a piece of it. Emilio Navarrete is damaged. I don't know if this happened after the checkered flag flew or if it happened coming down to the checkered flag. Either way, the result is the same. Rod Houston is the winner of this race. Was that Hayden Klein? Because if it was, it was. Hayden Klein was involved in that. Sean Galligan must have gotten a piece of it too. I think Seth Cole got some of it as well. Hayden Klein's going to finish tonight 36th after he was running up around the 22nd position. The points leader has hit problems here at Bristol in the closing stages of this race, and I don't think with a 36th place finish that Hayden Klein is going to be either the rookie points leader or the overall points leader heading into next week's race at Auto Club. But there is Rod Houston. For the first time in his NNSCRA career, he will go to victory lane as he takes the checkers here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. Wow, what an amazing turn of events here. Didn't expect that to happen, but guess what? It did. Rod Houston becomes the 3rd driver to completely dominate a race by leading every single lap, whether it be under green or under caution this season. He wins. This is certainly going to help him in overall and rookie points, as Rod Houston, we mentioned, came into this race mired all the way down in 33rd in points. So a big momentum booster for him. Felix Harris, a nice run for him in 2nd. 3rd place going to be Adam Chambers, who might very well be the one who's going to leave Bristol as the points leader. Chris Dollarton, great run for him in 4th. Jake Rogers 5th. Tony Blazer 7th. Very pleased for all 3 of those drivers as they came in at the extreme bottom of the standings. Good run for all 3 of those drivers. Right in the middle of them in 6th place, Christopher Martin. Nice run for him in the 6th position. He came in 28th in points, so he really needed a good run. Danica Shirley, who I think according to live points will be 2nd in the point standings next week and probably the rookie points leader, finishes 8th. 9th place, Margaret Mason. Nice run for her. And in 10th place is going to be Jake Williams. A nice run for the 23, getting a top 10. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, become a part of the crew today. Congratulations once more to rookie Rod Houston on winning his first career NNSCRA event here in the Oreo Truck Series. Alright guys, so we will see you in a few moments or something. I'll try and get the Mo1 Cup Series race recorded right after this race, and hopefully it'll be up about 2 or 3 hours after this one is uploaded. The Mo1 Cup Series event and Speedway Cup Series event, they're coming your way before we pack up and head to our 5th race of the season, our 5th race weekend, which will come from Auto Club. But we'll see what happens here in Mobile 1 and Snickers Cup Series action. That's soon to come here on the NNSCRA Sports Channel Offline Racing at its best. Here comes your official finishing results and the point standings heading into next week.